Shalom, beloved. Shalom. Welcome. Thank you for being here. It is good to be here. Great praise, great glory. Great deeds, brethren. Great deeds. hmm There are a lot of stuff going on. Um, oh boy. There are a lot of stuff going on out there, brethren. So we are going to go ahead and discuss them just a little bit to let the nation know. Last night, I did not have the opportunity to come in and then study with the nation. So I will tonight, most definitely, I'll do the best that I can to come up and study the first 25 intelligences of the zone girdling the earth. Beloved, let us proceed with our today's program. But before that, I want to play something for the nation so they would see exactly what's going on out there. A sister sent me this. I was not going to let me see. I was not going to play this. However, the reason why I play this is the next video that I'm going to play with that showed you why.
The War of Angels. Michael defeated Lucifer and bound him in hell. Dora, how's my art historian?
Good. You wanted to show me something?
The Shroud of Christ, the world's most famous object and the most sacred. I believe art tells the story of our past and hints at our future. Lucifer would have consumed us all if Michael hadn't stopped him. Pray he never finds his way out. Stop this desecration!
He might choose her.
It's very dark.
Take my body.
Well, anyway, it's that's let me try to play it from afar. So I have to play it from afar.
The War of Angels. Michael defeated Lucifer and bound him in hell. Dora, how's my art historian?
Good. You wanted to show me something?
The Shroud of Christ, the world's most famous object and the most sacred. I believe art tells the story of our past and hints at our future. Lucifer would have consumed us all if Michael hadn't stopped him.
Okay.
Pray he never.
All of a sudden, right now, there's a movie that's coming in 2023 called The Devil Conspiracy. And all you can hear of this movie is the name Michael. And who's playing Michael? The sister sent me there we go. Well, it could be a brother. My apology. It could be a brother though. Okay. All right. This is who's playing Michael. This dude. Oh, I'm not quite sure. Is he the one who played Michael? Okay. He played the guy. I forgot his name though. He played the guy in 300 that won King Leonidas. Okay, a black man with a crown above his head and a sword in his back. All right. This is what they choose to play Michael. Of course, the name Michael mean like God. The one who is like God. If a black man, so to speak, is playing Michael, they're just telling you the truth. And of course, out of all the time those people choose to make this movie now, out of all the movies they ever made depicting the Archangel Michael, they never really put the black man playing Michael. It's always something else. Even in this movie, They literally they showed the first Michael was black, but the second one he turned out to be white. Of course, we know all about that. Now the reason why I showed this, it's because of this one right there. I was like, okay, well, this kind of like a coincidence until I see this one.
In days of legend, gods walked the earth. Say, what if I told you Athena had returned in human form, and you are destined to become one of her guardian knights?
I'd say your therapist is more worth this paycheck.
This one name is Knight of the Zodiac. Now you got a movie called talking about the devil's conspiracy with Michael and the Miss. Of course, we know Michael is here, and then you got Knight of the Zodiac. Okay, thank you, beloved DSB, for the super chart. All praises to the Most High. Then you got Knight of the Zodiac. Everything good, beloved brother Farms. Everything good. Like when I'm sitting there, and Mr. Stone just uploaded something 6 hours ago. The satanic ambush. He's talking about Satan and stuff like that. Those people as if Satan is now about to get freed for no. So-called Satan, whatever they keep mentioning his name, and wherever all the spirits that is with them, they all gonna be destroyed now. We've been telling those people this like ages ago. They think like, it's now gonna happen. No, he's been wrecking effing up. If he's been effing things up for about 1,000 years now. It's time to put this dog down. You have done great deeds, O ye Gentiles. You've done a lot. A lot of those things that you people have done, it has reached the gates of the heaven. Now, payment back. You have to pay. There are a couple of other things. I will leave them for the podcast if we may have the podcast today. You know what? I'll do the best if I can do it on Saturday. I don't know. I don't know. I could be. I'm gonna try to do it on Saturday, but I'm gonna try to do it on Saturday. But anyway, let's listen to this. Okay.
We are in a state of shock, horror, and disbelief. There are so many questions that remain unknown.
The Covington community and St. Peter Catholic Church coming together in the toughest of times. Retired priest Father Otis Young and Ruth Pratt, both well known in the community and at the church. Wednesday, people gathered there for grief counseling.
She was a wonderful friend to me. And when my parents died, she was there for me. She helped me go on.
This woman didn't want to share her name, but says she knew Father Young and met Pratt's decades ago. They were close friends. Her fondest memories include the last time she saw her. They were raising and met Pratt's.
Okay, so let me just show this here, and then I'll take it from there. See this woman? She's a priest. That's what they call her. They could have put priestess, but they say she's a priest at a Catholic church. All right. They found her body burnt beyond recognition. All right. She was found murdered, and her body was burnt, and they didn't even know if it was her until the test for DNA, and then they find out it was. They find out that it was her. Now, one thing I want the nation to, well, one thing I want our people to notice and to pay close attention. Not only there is a lot of sudden death, but there is a lot of gruesome death. And those deaths are specifically or primarily guided to a very targeted group of community. There is another news here. Let me just go ahead and play that, and then we will move into the prayer. Let me see if I can. Give me a second. All right. Uh-oh. Let's start this one. No. Not only that, beloved, they are starting to, I'm not saying they are starting to noticing, but they've been seeing those things happening, yet there we go.
Still surprised when there's a shooting around Julie's quiet neighborhood.
Steve Frisch has lived near 87th and Hemlock for more than 2 decades. His quiet neighborhood was shaken up last week after police say a 10-year-old boy killed his mother. Frisch described the family as average.
Now, a 10-year-old boy killed his mother, okay, shot and killed his mother. There's a story about, thank you for the beloved brothers and sisters that sent me, a dog shot and killed his owner. I'm not making this up. A dog shot and killed his owner, okay? I have no idea why on earth this thing keeps happening. Why on earth anyone have a loaded gun when you go to, I don't know, hunting, wherever, and then somehow you left this loaded gun next to you without the safety off, or this gun fell off or get triggered, somebody touched it, your child, your wife, or your dog. The dog shot and killed him, okay? Thank you, beloved sister Belinda Crow, for the super chart. All praises to the Most High. I know he said, all praise. The dog shot and killed him. A 10-year-old shot and killed the mother. Why did he do that? Because he asked his mother to purchase one of those virtual reality headset on Amazon, and the mother said no, and then he stole the key. Okay, the gun, the safe, the safe, the gun safe key. Opened the safe, took the gun, aimed it at the mother, and shot and killed her. Premeditated murder. He just did it. And this isn't the first time this happened. Last year or 2 years ago, we had multiple reports about little children, toddlers, shot and killed their parents. For those of you who remember, there was a story where a 2-year-old shot and killed her own mother on Zoom Live, while they were having a Zoom session at her work during the pandemic, okay? So this child picked up this gun, aimed it at the mother, and shot her right in front of a bunch of people watching. And we told those people, this thing's going to keep going on. It's going to increase. You see, there's a massive amount of parents deliberately destroy their children and deleted them. Little kids, small children, just kill them. And those things are happening, and people like, oh, okay, well, we don't understand why it's going on. We have no idea why all those things are happening. What seems to be the issue? Oh, really? You don't know what's the issue? All those things are happening because of our prayer. Curse be the husbands, curse be the wives, curse be the children, curse be the family. A dude went to a family Thanksgiving, and went over there, and then an argument broke out. They killed him right on the table. Thank you, beloved brother Jerome Moore, for the super sticker. Thank you, brother Book of Matt, for the super sticker. They killed him right down the Thanksgiving table. Beloved, today is December the 2nd already. It may be me. I'm like, how is it already December the 2nd? Brethren, look, this is the calendar of December 2021 last year. When I look up on this calendar, I was like tracking my progresses, and I'm like, okay, December the 2nd last year was Thursday. You know what happened December last year Thursday? We had a fast called the Final Nail. December 2nd last year. Today, make this fast 1 year. This is how fast, brethren, time flew. I'm Lisa. I'm shocked. I am flabbergasted. I was there and I'm watching this thing. I'm like, what the hell? Whoa! It's been 12 months. For some people out here just can remember this. They can remember the fast that we had on this Thursday. I'm not making this up. I wrote it right there. All right. Final fast. Final nail. Is that what that is? Yes. Final nail. You have people that are here that already, participated on this fast. A second. This is our fast, brethren. We had the final nail fast on December the 16th. We had the magnifying fast on December we had the December 30th. We have the forever ruler king, aka may the king reign forever fast. And December the 23rd, we have the this is it fast. Brethren, do you realize how fast it could be me? I'm thinking it's not me only, but it could be me. I just sit there. I'm like, wait a minute. This is how fast. I had a dental appointment. Let me see. Let's see what we did again. Well, most of those things are personal stuff. Okay. Let me see. Another Thursday. Imposter demise fast. We had the nation been fasting a lot. It's just crazy, man. It's been 12 months all year, brethren. And you can see it how that's right, definitely the mighty one is speeding up the time, man. It's like, what? How since it's been a year? Because of that, brethren, great deeds are committed, even greater things are coming. The substance, my good sir. Okay. Yeah, the imposter demise. We had the fast because somebody was copying us and stuff like that. Somebody said my son is 8 years and he's noticing. Yes, time move very fast. Brethren, after that, somebody remind me talk about how we see, based on my own experience, how time has been moving very fast. But brethren, let us begin. Great glory. Now, before that, let me make sure my phone is on silence. It was not. There you go. Thank you. Let us begin, brethren. Let us begin. Great glory, great exaltation unto the divine providence, the Most High God Almighty, Him that created the heaven, the earth, and everything in Him. We cannot comprehend, understand, overstand. Him that have all the power. We are His children. We are the children of light. We come before you, mighty one, to question. We come to learn. We come to ask, to beg. We have come to give our repentance unto you. We have done a lot of stuff. We repented and you have forgiven us. And we say thank you. We say exaltation unto your name, as today is December the 2nd of 2022. According to the Gentiles year, we have less than 30 days for this year to be over. As last year, we had a fast call. As last year, we had a fast called the final nail, which of course we do know this is the final nail. There is no turning back. There is no going back. There is no things getting back to normal. And yea, indeed, we see all the sudden death, all the gruesome death. We give you great praise, great glory, exaltation unto your name. However, we come before you to seek more good wisdom, things that, of course, we can use in our advantage, not to complain, but beloved, the knowledge of the Most High require a lot of grueling work, a lot of mind-bending work. The way to connect to certain things, the way to evoke certain spirits and intelligences. This is beyond actually my pay grade. In the future, we'll be able to do this, yes, but right now, there's a lot more training that needs to be done. We give the mighty one great praise, great glory. We say glory unto his name for everything that he did. He did not give us unto shame and reproach. He did not give us unto great disgrace. However, we see the enemy stumbling. The enemy is in great fear. The blessing, the time of the Gentiles has been fulfilled. There is no more time left. There is no extension. There is no overtime. It is done. As we may see, as we can see, since a couple of years ago, not too long, we had witnessed the degradation of their civilization, so to speak, which we built for them. We have witnessed the kingdom being desecrated right before our faces. We saw it, we see it, and we will continue witness it in the future. Brethren, at this time right now, I will advise anyone to hold on. We don't have that much left to go. If it's been 12 months ago, a whole year since we had the final nail fast, time has been flying. Therefore, we are getting closer to our redemption, restoration, restitution, and reparation. They are getting, well, it's not closer, they are in the destruction. I'm asking the nation, the Jews, the Gentiles, to keep on praying. Thank you to all of you yesterday that had fast with us. Thank you for all of you yesterday that fast for the repentance of our nation. Fast for the mighty one to look upon us with love, with great love, with a greater love, with a greater wisdom, and give unto us the one that are ignorant, the one that are looking for knowledge, the key to the mighty knowledge. Brethren, there is so much going on. There is even so much more we don't know. Therefore, we will not, at least I will not act as if I know everything. I will not act as if there is anything more to know, because we base everything on what the Gentiles can do or can prove. For instance, I do not believe in the four elements. I don't think they exist because science never proved the undine, the mermaid, the gnome, the fairies, and the salamanders exist. I don't believe in this because science never proved angels and demons exist. We cannot base our faith or our belief into what the Gentiles can prove or cannot prove. I refuse to believe Mars and other planets exist because the Gentiles cannot prove it, or the earth is that shape because they cannot prove to me it is the shape that we said. I myself, I do not base my belief on this because I do not want to stop my growth. Once you do this, you just stuck somewhere, you become stagnant, you can't grow. Beloved, we're here to grow, we're here to repent. How do you go? By repenting and study to show thyself approved. Yea, we have studied, and the mighty one hear us, and he give us what we can chew and what we can definitely swallow. A lot of stuff we might be a little bit beat off more than we can chew, but the mighty one understand that we are no longer milk drinker, we are meat eaters. Metaphor. We are eating this meat. Maybe not be that big muscle, that big part, that big piece we need, but yes, we're eating a lot, and we become much more stronger and healthier. We are moving forward. Thank you for all of you, beloved, that keep the mighty one and your thoughts 24/7. This is the first time in my entire life, brethren. All praises and glory to the Most High. Thank you, blessing. This is the first time in my entire life I spent years of focusing on certain things. Most of us, we start a business, it didn't even last a year. Most of us, we start a project, it didn't last a year. Most of us, we start certain things, we cannot stay focused like that. However, our people start this thing, we stick to it. Yes, we see the result, and we love the result above all. Yes, we see the kingdom of the Gentiles being decimated. We saw the so-called the elites, the so-called all the Russian oligarchy or oligarch or whatever they want to call it. We say you are the so-called 83 elites, and we see them being destroyed. We see the so-called elites over here, American or French or wherever they are being destroyed right before our faces. We see they are losing their businesses, and now all of a sudden those billionaires want to give all their money to charity. You never had any money to begin in the first place. Your book, the generation wealth that our forefathers has worked for you, it is done. The blessing is done. No matter what you do right now, even if you go somewhere, you get a bunch of gold, there's nothing you can do with it, because the deck is stacked against you. Everything that you're gonna do is going to fall down, because the curse is upon you and the blessing is slowly but surely come upon us. Beloved brothers and sisters, Jews and Gentiles alike, humbleness is glory. If you want to glorify yourself before the Holy One, you humble yourself unto Him. You live in a life of meekness and a life of quietness and silence before Him. Let no man telling you what you should study and what you should not study. Let no man telling you you're going to hell or you going to heaven. This is the same tactic that the enemy employ to subdue and control our people. The mighty one already made the plan. You already been judged. You find unwanted, but they were judged, they find wanted. Beloved, we thank you for all the brothers, the sisters that had put their faith, that have put all their belief, their strength, their might, their soul, their essence into the Most High God Almighty. Now He's releasing unto you more knowledge. Okay, more and more. I have discovered certain things that I know the nation will go crazy upon it, but I haven't mastered it yet. I will master this. It will take me a few times. Once I've done it, I will bring it to the nation on another format again. All right. For those of you who wish to get it, you're going to have to go get it. Once you get it, will be good. Thank you for all the prayer warriors. Yes, the 8Ks. You guys have done a magnificent job. You keep the nation in line with your prayers. Yay. With your fasting, your experiment. Yes. We literally knocked the whole world out of balance. We shifted the paradigm. We literally reversed Jacob's trouble. Yes, you see, Jacob's trouble is happening where? In China and Europe, all over, not here and not in our hood. Beloved, we give the mighty one great glory, great praise. May His will be done in this earth as it is in heaven. Selah, so be it. By the holy power of the mighty one vested in me, and you can take it anytime you feel like. I leave all of you in peace. Go in peace, beloved. The prayer is now done. We have the prayer of Azariah. Again, we were supposed to say it on the 31st. We may have to have it there, but I'm running to certain things. I will not have the proper time to finish this. There you go. We will do the prayer maybe tonight when we quote unquote come back for small studying. Brethren, of course, like I said before many times, you do not have to wait on me to read the prayers. You can go ahead and read it. Remember, we made a voice, we made a vow, we made a wish, an oath together to read it. Okay, it's an oath, so we have to honor the oath until it's time for us to renew the oath, which will be in March coming up this year. And of course, Of course, this year, of course, is the year of the Gentiles. Okay, we have somewhere around 4 months for our new year to kick in. Okay, once our new year get here, and I will ask the nation to be mentally, Brethren, this year gonna be a mental stuff. Mentally, you have to be healthy. Mentally, you have to be fit. You have to be fit, Brethren. You have to mentally, you have to be healthy. You have to be very healthy. And you've been working on your mental project and your mental experiment and your mental state. This year is going to be full mental. We have to get our mind super fit, super healthy, because what's going to happen here, what you literally, I've been seeing this and I'm afraid like I'm not strong enough because I might think of something, it materialize and it hurts somebody else. But hey, to hell with that. If this is the power the mighty one vested upon me, so be it. You bet. I don't need to think bad things about you because it will happen. But anyway, so Regin, we are moving into this new age, into this new life, this new era. You've seen it, I've seen it. Now, like I said before about time, let's talk a little bit how time has moved so fast. That is according to me from what I've been noticing and seeing. The other day, was it a week ago? But I'm not quite sure. A few days or week, whatever it was, but it was in the past. I've sat down, I'm meditating, and I am breathing, doing my little breathing technique, my 7 breath technique, and I'm thinking and stuff. I'm doing things. Then something that happened last year, there was a full, I would say, not a change, but a transformation, a metamorphosis. Okay, somebody described that word. I mean, define that word, metamorphosis. Something had happened to me, and when this thing had happened, Bridget, and I came back, and I didn't pray the same. I didn't think the same, and I saw things in a different way, and I could not understand or comprehend, understand what was happening to me. That's when I took the break off. That's why it is always good to take a good break off, a week or two, just stand down, okay, catch up your breath. So when I during this period of time, something had happened. That's me, my personal uh, experiment. So when I came back, and then certain amount of things that I've witnessed, I haven't, Brett, to tell you the truth, it is just recently I realized what had happened. It's just recently, which I cannot reveal to you what happened. It's just recently, I would say less than 30 days ago, I realized, yes, I have evolved. That is the truth. No glory here. Okay, I have evolved because remember, we had a fast called, the evolution fast, for some reason I always want to say to be evoluted, but nah, it's to be evolved, not evoluted. Anyway, metamorphosis, okay, a change of the form of nature of a thing or person into a completely different one by natural and supernatural means. And my metamorphosis, so to speak, is still in progress. I believe this time last year I entered the so-called the pupa stage. Is that what that is? The pupa stage. I don't want to, when the caterpillar enter or whatever other animals enter that stage, they become. I'm not a butterfly yet, and I'm kind of like holding. And then the transformation is gonna take a while, probably a whole year, for me to fully develop into that butterfly or the whatever other animals that I'm going to enter. It is. Let me see. Pupa, chrysalis, and butterfly. I'm probably right now. I'm into the pupa stage. Okay. Probably during this year I will enter the chrysalis and then butterfly. So I sat upon my bed doing meditation and I'm breathing, and I realized that, oh my, I have changed. And I said something, talking to the mighty one, I've said something and I made a promise and I realized what I've said, and and then instead I start crying. I quickly got off my bed and I kneel before the Mighty One and I repented. I repented for all the sin or everything that could have possibly done. I was repenting and crying because I realized what it was. And I sat down upon my bed. I said, you know what? Since I have somewhat changed, if you truly change, people will see this. People will see the maturity in you, or they will see the immaturity. They will see this guy. He never did change. He's the same scum of the earth. He's still saying the same thing for over 2 years now. Of course, we will not change the message. The message always be peace be with you. There will be no Jacob's trouble. The Mighty One has redeemed you. This is the Gentiles trouble, Esau's trouble, 83 trouble. A bunch of good things are coming unto you. Do not be dismayed. Do not be, oh my God, I'm so scared. I gotta go flee off grade and stuff like that. You can go live off grade, but don't do it in a matter of fear, or because of you don't want to be destroyed. This is not up to you. So, and I realized that. And I sat down, brothers. And there was a particular sister that I have done something for her last year. And I'm like, holy moly. I will answer your Judah has risen. Please hold that question. It's quite important. I will answer this at the end of the fast. And I realized, holy moly, it's been a year. A sister, brethren, not too long ago, the sister called. She had issue giving birth for her husband. Not too long ago, the sister called and we had talked. We prayed. And all praises to the Most High. I love working with my nation. There were no talk back. There were no, I can do this. There were no, I believe, I know it will work. And the sister went. She's now give birth to this child. And there were things that because of the stuff we were doing, it works. So I realized, holy moly, it's already been a year. So I picked up my old calendar. I was cleaning, brethren, okay? Thank you, Black Mama, for the super chart. Shalom, brother Big Levi in the nation family. Much love to all of you. Much love to you too, beloved sister. Thank you for always checking on us. Thank you for keeping the Mighty One in your heart, always pushing up. We would not be able to do this work without you, without the beloved Black Mama and anybody that are here. It is because of your prayer. It's because of your faith on the Mighty One, your belief. So, and I look at the calendar. And I'm watching my weight, like the amount of weight that I drop, and then the amount of weight that I have a fluctuate. Big Levi one day, little Levi the next day, big Levi that day, little Levi. I'm like, what the hell? It's been a year. When? How did this happen? And I just realized because of the event, I'm like, holy brothers, tell you the truth. Out of my mind, I think I'm like somewhere around 4 to 5 months. 4 to 5 months of this event happened. And it turned out to be a whole year. It is just last night when I was asleep and I woke up, I'm like, wait, it can't be. I grabbed the calendar. When I look upon the calendar, brothers, December 2nd last year, we have the final nail fast. It's not like people can say, I can't remember. Did you have this now? No, they can clearly remember it as if it was yesterday. For those of you who remember, there was a story that we had published or we had talked about that the so-called scientists one day, okay, not too long ago, I believe in June this year, where they were monitoring the clock. The clock went 1 second faster. Remember that? Where the clock was supposed to reset at 12:59 or 12:59, and then the next second would have we clock it. No, it went faster. It went 1 second faster. They jumped. You know what that is, brothers? It's not like we are 1 second in the future. Every single day, 1 second is added. 1 second is added. and 60 days a minute is adding. And 2 months, and 4 months, I believe, 4 minutes is added. Everything's going faster. Remember, in somewhere in July, there was a CME that hit their connection network, that hit their broadcast, that hit their equipment, and their equipment is 8 minutes behind. Their equipment is 8 minutes behind. It's not working. And that's when they had the glitch. That's when they show the true subscribers, the true views, and the true amount of money that they owe me, that they owe us. A sister caught that. She's in Canada. A sister sent it, and she said, congratulations and stuff like that. We've been here when we were like, she's been here when we were like 300 or 100 subscribers. And she said, now you're at 1.5 million. I'm like, 1.5 million? And when I check it, I'm like, holy, I took a picture. And that, when it happened again, that's when they said, back then, if you have a YouTube account, they said you could hide your numbers of subscribers. You know that? You could hide it. Okay, beloved sister Lisa Cabra had hide it because why? When people see how many subscribers you get, you will have people that come there just to hate on you because you're somewhat successful. They will hate on you because you got to. They will the only way you got that much of subscribers is because you're in bed with Esau or because with this and that. Many other YouTubers hide their subscriber because they don't want any heat. They don't want this energy. And then you know what they say? They say, oh, well, because of we are approaching something, you can no longer hide your subscribers. I had hide my subscribers. No one didn't know because I didn't want anybody to know how many subscribers I have. I want them to always know that I never change. I'm still talking about the same bull and stuff. And then it happened a second time. It was 2.88 million. And you know what they do right now? For those of you that make comments, you see what they do with your comments now? They put your comments at. They put the at like a commercial, whatever, like an email A. They put at whatever, and they put a few numbers behind it. You see how you're referring in the chat as like at Black Member Channel Beloved or Black. They put an at. They put a few numbers. Why? Because they have lost the track. They lost track of you. They cannot control it. Now they put another thing. Yesterday, who was with us yesterday? We were trying to get live together. Anybody was live together yesterday? Now they're trying to make it a little bit more for you to come out there more in the open so they can know who you are. Right now, they really don't know who you are. Yeah, that's what they are doing. All those things, brothers, they're not doing it because for the whole YouTube. No, they are doing it because of this very small, specific group of people, you. Yes, there are YouTubers that do this. They watch how much money you make, and then they go make video. Listen, this is how much money you make, and then a bunch of people come in and attack you. They are struggling. They cannot. They don't know. They do not have, because that thing, that CME that hit them, put them 8 minutes behind. They can't get into the Zoom meeting. Okay. And then they realize that, well, if we can get into their Zoom meeting, we'll give them a Zoom meeting so they can make this Zoom meeting public. That's why they give you live together. I have it on my phone. I don't think I can do it. Let me see if I can do it on the computer. I don't think you can do it on the computer. Let me see. No, you can't do it on the computer. Okay. All right. For instance, give me a second. See, if I click live right there, okay, they have live. You give me a one if you can see it. It says better. It say new. It got a little blue stuff in it. It say live together. It got a little new thing in there. So you can go live together. I believe with another person. I can still figure out this yet though. Say live together. All right. Because they want to know what you are saying now, because they are well aware whatever that you have been saying, it's happening, and they know you have the power. Thank you for all of you that can say it. Now they are seeing it, they are finding it much more difficult to track you because they can't. Not anymore. You've seen, for those of you that are, I'm not talking about like other people. I'm talking about our people that are spiritually on another level. Our people that are spiritually like they're on a high vibration. Anything you watch in the news, in the movie, things that are coming, you say, they got this from certain people. We will call it the 100 monkey experiment, but damn it, the first monkey or the first few monkeys that were doing this, they make fun of them, and then now the whole world is watching. Yes, you watch this, the movies and stuff, all the movies that are coming in, there is no freaking way you people come with this on your own, because this was originally speaking over here. They are well aware. They can keep tracking, and that's why they are making things a little bit more easy. Or if you want to refer somebody, refer them at Big Levi 12, at this and whatever. They are trying to make things a little bit more accessible so you can put certain things out there. They realize that we don't speak that much secret stuff publicly anymore. People can see it. People can see how things are changing, how they are kind of like catering. Look at all the movies they are making now. Like I'm just sitting there, I'm like, what the hell is this? What you people were never, since the movie Eternals that somebody said refer to movie Eternals. I went and watched it. I'm like, what the hell is this? What is that? You people literally, that's no shame. Of course, we know Mr. Stone always in the midst. Like, okay, you people, okay, now we got it. Now we get it. That is why, brethren, let no one stunt your growth. A lot of people letting people stunt their growth. I believe brother Judah had a question, JS question concerning the breathing techniques of the Hermetic. Excuse me, which show a lot of our brethren, they've been doing their own research. They've been there. I'm very honored that I'm working with people that I received question from a sister that say, did I talk about this? There's something that is very important. They know all people are crazy. They might go ahead and try something, and then they're like, hey, you shouldn't try this until you reach this book. Okay. Now, let me answer the question of the beloved brother. He asked, am I doing the breathing technique of Franz Bardon and Hermetic initiation? No. Yes. No, I'm not doing the specific one that he was doing. Yes, we had developed this technique without even knowing. That's why I knew, and I know for a fact those things are being beamed into our heads by other entities or something that are calling us without knowing. A few months ago, we had given the instruction to the nation how to do a proper 7 breath breathe, a 9 breath breathe. Other brethren already give it, okay? And then I realized that all the stuff that I was doing when I'm reading the Hermetic initiation, that's what Franz Bardon recommend. The breathing technique, the clean your paw, taking a rough piece of materials, rubbing your body, rubbing it to a point that you feel it hurting you, and then you open up your paw when you're breathing. You can feel your whole body. Brethren, once we get to this book, will be mind bending, grueling work, brethren. This is that if you choose, that is if you choose to get into these things, you're like, holy mother of Christ. Is this even possible? That's mind bending. But we are accustomed to this. We are accustomed. When I'm reading, I'm like, wait a minute, we've been doing those things. Oh no, we are just now working that thing, brethren. Oh, I'm reading like, holy moly, woo! Good grief. And because of the 4 elements, it's amazing. That's why I just love the Most High. Because of the 4 elements we've been studying about a year now, it's just the 4 elements is like the base, is like the stepping stone. It's like the base of the whole operation. If you don't know your element, You are not in harmony either. You need all four elements. You can bend and wield. Over here we call our people energy wielder. Magic is the manipulation of energy to control the energy. We are energy wielders. Okay, so if you cannot wield fire, if you cannot if you cannot wield fire, you cannot wield air. You cannot wield. There's an issue here. You need to unblock. Brethren, listen to me. Forgive me. You don't have to go, I'm going to have to unblock this chakra. No. The more you're doing, those things going to be under, it's called, what's the unlock word in Latin? What is I'm trying to look for a word, it's automatically going to open, unlocked. If you force them or you just go open them just for the sake of, I see people saying open, let me open mine. It's going to be an issue. You have to go to a lot of training and let them open properly. Let them open properly. And then you can go ahead, you cleanse them. And then, brothers, you will, the training is necessary, tough. Yes, that thing is tough, man. Brothers, you won't believe that thing. Yeah, the Avatar, the Last Airbender, all of you are Avatar. It's not like, my element is earth, I'm an earthbender. No, my element is fire, I'm a firebender. No, I'm the Avatar. I can bend all of them. Brothers, to go to, that's why I like it, because it's grueling. It's required total focus. Autosync, is that what that is? Well, it will automatically do this, brethren. Please. If you are more advanced than me, yes, you can, but I will not advise people to go over there and do things because you heard somebody online said it, and then you go and you do it. You don't know what. There's a brother that had experiment. Okay, the brother, if she's a sister, my apology, forgive me. The brother have seen the four kingdoms. He has, there is another brother that met all those things. They come unto him, and then he cannot talk about it because I'm sensing that brother is part of certain nation. If he said anything about those things, they will call him a witch. They will call him this. So he cannot. He reached out to us. Most likely, I blocked him back then. He created another account. He had in contact with those things, the so-called the negative beings and the positive being, the demon and the angels. Be afraid of not. They should be afraid of you. Okay, so yes, this thing require much discipline. That is why the Mighty One was preparing us with discipline, with financial disciplinary, which the $5 challenge with I drop the ball and all that. I'm like halfway through. I kind of dropped the ball in that. The $5 challenge, the fast challenge, the certain methods, it toughen you up. You've been doing this for a whole year now. You've been doing this for a whole year. Then the next one would be a little bit easier, but still gonna be tough. Woo! The exercises, brethren, it's mind-boggling, brethren. Like mind-bending, mind-boggling. Woo! You've been trained a lot. It's not for everyone. It's not for everyone. And I'm glad it's not for everyone. I'm really glad when things are really, really, really tough. Yes, we must have our mind in shape, man. Your mind, the greatest weapon you could possibly possess. You got to get that thing in shape. You got to put your mind. Woo, brethren. Certain men out there, especially they're targeting you men, because the moment you get there, they will intelligence is water spirit. No God, you get there, they will literally scan your mind. They see you're all about that thing, and they're gonna give you all of that thing, and then you're not going, you get stuck there, which is fine. That's your decision. I myself, I want to be the ultimate. I want to be the adept mofo, the ultimate Negro. The ultimate Negro. That's what I'm thriving to be. But this hash is mind bending. It's like beyond difficult. But we can. I'm trying something. I'm like, if I do this, but then that's not more. Not if when I do this, there's nothing that's gonna stand in my way. Yeah, you have to cleanse your mind. That's why I love the spiritual bath, man. Brethren, the Most High is grand. I wanted to do the bath, the concerning the parsley and the cinnamon bath, and I had I said I wanted to get the cinnamon, the parsley. Every time I try, I want to get it, but I couldn't get it. So today, and God bless me, man, with this wife, this woman. She loves going places and get free stuff they are giving, like free food, whatever. It's just like she don't we don't have the need for that. She just love going over there, taking those things, come home and then cook them and put them in there. She loved that garbage stuff. So we were passing, and then there's a particular place that they are giving free stuff. And she was like, "Oh, baby, they are giving this over there. They are giving that stuff." I'm like, "Baby, we have enough of this." Sure, let's go ahead. I'm like, "Okay, whatever." So we get online, and then they give us whatever it was. Guess what, brothers? When I popped up the trunk, I'm like, they give me more parsley. Something that I either I couldn't find or I was way too lazy to go over there and get it. They give me the parsley for free, which a confirmation unto me, the angels or the mighty one want me to do this bath. Brother, parsley in abundance. Give me a second. Oh boy. Woo. Whoop. Oh. Woo. Love it. Give the Most High great praise, man. I got one that fell off. Great glory, man. All right. Yeah, I got this is like a part of it, brothers. I had a whole box of this. A whole box. Give me a second. Let me put this back. There you go. Well, I'm getting old. All right, parsley, cilantro, same family, basil, Aesop, basil and Aesop, same family. Yeah, I didn't even want to go there. I'm like, what the hell? What is this woman? Now they again, when I say I change, there's a gradual change. I don't fight the wife on whatever she wanna do anymore. She wanna go out there and do crap. I'm like, woman, go. Let me drop you over there. You do your stuff. I don't fight her because it seems always when she make one of those decisions, I'm like, wait, this is backward. This is one of the most back-ass decisions. And then when I went there, I find something that I was looking for. I find a confirmation that okay. It's been in my mind for at least a year now. Well, 6 months now. Every time I try to go get it, something always happens. I'm like, I'm procrastinating. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna do this and stuff. So I'm gonna do that. And I'm just sitting over there, and then she like, oh, they are giving stuff over there, babe. I'm like, sweetie, we don't need those things. We don't have the need for it. So it's like, what? They are free and stuff. I was going to go ahead and fight. I'm like, okay, well, all right, then let's go ahead and just be in line. To my surprise, I got more than I was begging for free. If this isn't the Most High, I don't know what that is. If this is I wish I could plant some of it, beloved, but we live in an apartment, second floor, third floor. We used to have a little garden out there in the hallway, but the maintenance fellow, snitch on us, and I almost get kicked out for this. So yeah. Yeah, so yeah, I see the spirit of the obedience is working to her and my mother, my daughter, and other people that I don't, frankly, as a scumbag, I don't value their opinion. I'm that guy that know everything. Now the most I humble me, man. A lot of things should just sound like, babe, we don't need to do this because I know better. I already see the outcome. That's my problem. I already see the results. And I did not see this result. When she said, "Oh, let's go do this," and I'm like, "Nah, if we go there, scumbag gonna be there to 2/3, and I already know what's gonna happen." And when in fact that's not what's going to happen. That's why when the most I make me meet people, brothers, I'm like, I want to meet this person. I told you the story before, and for those of you may remember it. I used to walk around. I still do this. I walk around the neighborhood all the time. I go all the way walking to Sunrise Boulevard and all the way back home, just walking, clear my head. And it happened multiple times. All right. Again, it's because of my pride and it's just a pride and weakness thing, but mostly it's a pride and ego. I would say pride and ego. And I was passing by the first time it happened. A young woman saw me and she called me. That time I was not wearing one of those AirPod headphone, whatever it was. And I turned around and I'm like, yes. And she said, "You've been walking around there. You passed them multiple times. I called you multiple times, but you never turned back. I think that you didn't hear me." She says, "Like, I see you walking around a lot." I said, "Yes." She said, you doing this, losing weight?" It's like, "Yeah, losing weight, of course." She said, "Oh my God, you are losing weight," and I saw this and stuff. And then she said, she asked me my name, which I have. That's another big issue I have. I never ask anyone their name. I don't know if it's an issue. It felt like whoever that I met, I already know them. I don't know why. I never say, "Oh, what's your name? Where you stay at? What's your phone?" I never said anything. I always say, "Oh, yes, no," and then I go on my own. Even though I met someone I'm doing business with, I don't ever ask them their name. It's a horrible and terrible habit. And she asked me my name. I didn't ask her name, and I gave her my name and stuff. She says, "Hey, is it all right for me to walk around with you?" I said, "No." I say, "Nah, it's schedule," and I come up with some garbage. You say, well, then that's good. Then I will walk around. So I let that go. The second time it happened, I was working from another way. There is a place for those of you, if you leave, somebody say a husband is just like me. I never ask people what their name is. It's a horrible habit. When people say, for instance, when people say "Good morning, Big Liver," I'm like, "Hey, good morning, Big Liver. How you doing? Good?" And I'm just on my way. It is like a young woman taught me this. She said, "Why is I?" She said, I think I said something that hurt. And I'm jumping some story to story. I said something that really hurt somebody's feeling, and I had to go and apologize to her and tell her that's not what I meant. It's just I'm scared. I'm afraid of this thing. Okay, this is not what I meant. There's a young lady back then. She used to be a good friend with me. Every time she asked me how am I doing, how things doing, I just tell her good, fine. But I never said how about you. That's where I learned to ask the Most High, how is it doing? It is always selfish of me to think when people ask, "Hey, Big Leaf, good morning, how you doing?" "Oh, doing great, man. Everything is doing all right," and stuff like that. I'm on top of the world and stuff, and then I'm gone. The proper answer should be, "Oh, doing all right," and stuff. "How about yourself? Everything all right with you?" You're supposed to ask in reciprocity. When you come to the Most High in humbleness, you pray, you ask him. You don't assume he's doing all right because he is the Most High God, of course. But ask by meekness and humbleness. You ask the Mighty, "How are you doing, Father? Is everything all right? Are you getting enough sleep? Are you eating enough? Are they, in a other particular place on the universe? Are there other or your children are behaving? Are all of them are just like us? Are we pleasing you? Is everything good with you? I would like to know how you feel right now." You ask. You never know. Be careful. You might receive a certain answer you weren't expecting. But anyway, When I was passing there was a young lady. She called me. But for those of you, if you live in Florida, okay, there's certain, Florida is like a tropical paradise, so to speak. It's winter now, but you don't feel winter. So therefore, you got the two-third out there, playing dominoes. There's a place that they have a little base. They play domino. They do things. They drinking. They smoke. You pass there. What's up? What's up? Yo, what up, big man? And stuff. That's how they. Hey, big man, what's up? I don't say anything. I just give them the black power face or this, and then I keep it moving. It's a horrible and terrible habit of me because I will explain later. So when I'm passing there, and then there used to be a couple homies that always say, "Hey man, keep up," and I give them the black salute. And there was another woman that called me, and she said, "Hey," and I stop and I turn around. She said, "Can I talk to you?" And I'm like, something to that effect. And I said, "Yeah, go ahead." She said, "I've seen you working here multiple times. Are you doing this to losing weight?" And I'm like, you got to be fucking kidding me. She asked the brothers. I'm not saying like she asked it in a way. She asked the very same question the other lady. She said, "I've been trying to call you, but it seems you got this thing in your ear and stuff. And stuff like that. And are you doing this all?" And I'm like, "Yeah." I'm like, "I'm doing fasting and stuff." We had a little talk, and she's like, "Oh, I can fast. I love food and stuff." Her daughter, I didn't even know she wasn't a daughter. When I was talking to her, and then there was another younger woman came in and stand right by my shoulder. She was probably 12 to 13, maximum I say 14-year-old, standing over there. I'm amazed. She like looking at me like this, like, like when I turn around, I'm like, this kid she's staring at me like this. I turn around and I gave her, my chest and stuff like that, and then she rejects. I'm like, who are those people? So I turn to the mother, but the mother drinks. I'm talking about drink. She was talking to me, the Jack Daniel and a Hennessy on the right hand, a little cup in the left. She pouring and drinking. And she said, "Well, you've been walking around and stuff like that. Are you do this in the morning too?" I said, "Yeah, I do this in the morning." She said, "Will it be possible to come and pick me up and go what we call walk around a little bit?" Then, of course, as a man, I think the other way. I'm like, no, in the morning, I go to work early in the morning, and so I forgot what I told her, but I gave her something, and she said, "Oh, that would be." She said the same thing the other women said, and I look at the kid, and then she looked at me. She was disappointed, and then she went and she said something. She said, "Mom," and stuff like that, and I just turn around like a freaking Terminator, and I keep on walking like a robot, and I just walk around. That it's keep happening. And then now I realize that, wait a minute, this is Big Levi, get your head out of the gutter. This is not what that is. This could be certain people that the Mighty One sent unto you. It could be a test. Well, are you going to pass? Or are you going to fail? You did not even take the test. Because of your own pride, because of your own ego, you didn't take the test. You avoided. It's two-way with this test. 3-way, of course. You fail, you pass, or you forfeit. You forfeited. You lose by your own default. You did not even hear what this person had to say. You're probably going to work with this person. Of course, there are women, and she's just going to tell you her life story and stuff. And then you probably could have helped her in a certain way. She would probably find a light or things, and then she would have gone her own way. Why would you think like this? That's right. No test, no growth. You did not go there. You failed. Stop being so uptight. You close yourself too much. You are not growing when you close. You completely close yourself. Nope, nobody getting it. Because I'm afraid I might either hurt one or I'm hurting myself. Now you are mature enough, you will know. You definitely know the do's and don'ts, sir. You know now what you should do, and you definitely know what you're not supposed to do. Don't be giving me that crap like, yo, I had a past life, certain weaknesses. Don't give me, you're a changed man. Prove it. And then the other one that literally destroyed me. And I realized that 5 or 6 months, I met this person. We were sharing knowledge. She just loved when I'm talking about those things. She never let me go. When I'm talking this, and she like right there, she's writing things down. And she asked me something. She said, I would like you to be my quote unquote my mentor. And my answer was not too good. My answer was very, very bad. To me it sounds good, but when I went home after a few weeks, I thought about my answer. I'm like, oh, I shouldn't say this. I shouldn't say that. And that person got really, really hurt. And then when I popped up there, she's not as enthusiastic she was. She felt like she's a rejected student. And somebody sent me an email. A brother asked, okay, well, I would like you to be my mentor. And I can't tell him. That's when I have to. It's very hard for me to say this. I had to tell the person, yeah, no problem, man. Because the answer that I gave her, I thought I gave the answer to myself. Literally, this is what I thought her being me. This is what I told myself. You don't really need me to be your mentor. The moment I come here, I talk to you, I am already your mentor. You don't need to ask me. But the answer was like, I don't like talking to people because people will accuse you and stuff like that. People will always think like you want something from them. That's what I told her. And she was like, oh, okay. But she broke down. Another brother again asked me the same thing at a certain place that I go to check things. And then we were talking, and then he's a Zedekite. He didn't know this. And he's a Zedekite. So we were talking and stuff like that. I gave him certain information. The brother mind is blown. The brother keep coming and calling me all the time, asking me questions. And then he asked me another question, and I horribly give him a very bad answer. And it's something that I need to work in myself. I'm like, why am I pushing those people away? I don't know them like that. If you bring somebody and that person try something that is quote unquote inappropriate, yes, in certain degree, you can reproach or push this person aside, but you did not give this person the chance to come to teach you. Not you teaching him or her, to teach you. My wife taught me. I'm thinking I'm the guy that coming with the lesson, gonna teach her, and so she taught me. I learned from her. All the 2/3 and people that I was like trying not to get up. The most I say, you mature, you're strong enough to go anywhere and do anything. One of the lady of God, why not tell them to come to your church? One of the main reasons, you see when somebody in darkness, somebody just get out of a darkness, you don't take that person and then you open their eyes, you make them look at the sun. If I met somebody in the street, even this brother, he have no idea I'm doing this right now. It will be too much for him. The Holy Spirit, the seed is already in it. You water it a little. You give it time to germinate it, to grow. Times on time, you give it a little water, a little sun. It will shine. It will grow. Once it reach a certain amount of height or maturity, then you brought it here. And Big Levi, where if we let any take the Harry and wherever get in here, it's gonna be a problem. That's right. Yeah, that would be gaslighting on steroid. Okay, all right. This person is brand new. You just shove it over here. It won't be good. It won't be good. You give it. The person is on milk. Give it a little milk. Their mind are very supple, especially the women. And whether you want it or not, if you're a man, you're working with women in general, there is the law of attraction, the law of affection. In one way, in certain form, she will develop some kind of love for you, whether it's platonic, whether it's romantic, it will happen. Now, it is up to you to make the conscious decision to either you go each way. This person will love you because you brought something in him or in her that change you. The same thing if you are working with a man. It will bring certain love upon you. Are you going to take the test, or are you going to forfeit like you do all the time? You just run from everything. That's how you've been doing all your life, running. I don't want to be later because you were hurt in the past or you hurt somebody. Therefore, you become that super tight mofo, always walking around with his armor, searching like everybody's after him or her. You give that person a little, and I haven't go ahead and apologize to her and explain that, I'm so sorry. I that's not what I didn't mean. I didn't mean to reject you. It's just I have this sword. I don't know how to use it properly. Now I'm getting a little bit of this, but yes, this and this that can happen. When my mom say, "You won't believe, brothers," it's just now I just realized if it wasn't for my mother nagging and the wife nagging me, there's a bunch of things. I wouldn't be here. You would have never known Big Levi online. It was the wife that keep always say, "I thought you said you are going to do that stuff online and give lesson or talking." I'm like, "Baby, I'm not a teacher. I'm not giving lesson. I was just gonna do something, but I don't know, man. People will hate it, people, and if somebody attack, I'm gonna attack this person." And she said, "Didn't you say the Most High God told you to do it?" I'm like, yeah. Well, you want to go to Walmart? Oh, yes. That's my get out of jail card. So, and then in the process, she nagged me. I'm like, okay, you know what? Yes. All right. There's the first video. My mother, she about certain things, because I'm the guy that know everything. I know the outcome. That's my ultimate issue and downfall. I know the result, and which is not. You see, to know the result, this is the thing. I know the destination, but I do not know the journey. You see, you know how to get from one point A or point B, but you don't know what you're going to encounter between point A and point B that will change the destination. I know how to go anywhere to do anything, but the process, the time, the people, the lesson you're going to learn when you're getting there, it will change. Like you're like, wow, things change, man. That's my problem. My problem is like, baby, if we do this, this is what's gonna happen, without even doing it. I already know. And when she say, "Why do you just go over there?" and then when I go over there and I learn things that I had question about. Things that was bothering me, I learned it. Because now I'm becoming more humble. I've becoming more. I'm like, I listen to people that, forgive the expression, people that I think that I'm smarter than them. I start listening to everyone now, even my children, even the nature, the animals. I humble myself. I see that something happen. I will explain it when it's done. It's still happening. I humble myself. I sit in the park. I observe the birds. There's a reason most of the time when we are doing the prayer, I open the window, I listen to the birds. They are teaching me stuff. And you can see people in the chat room say, "Hey, I love the chirping of the bird, the song of the bird and stuff. It brings somebody joy." That was the main purpose. My purpose is I don't want to open this freaking window because scumbag two-third gonna blast their music. They're going to come over there and with their bikes and do stuff. And when those things happen, okay, and YouTube going to strike me. That's the result that I know. When in fact that's not what it is. It's just a good energy has transferred to a brother. It made somebody smile. It made someone have something positive. Instead of you keep bringing your negative thoughts into this, stop doing that. It's very, very heavy for me to do these things, man. It's very heavy, man. That's why I shut when I go to places, I see people talking. I usually don't get involved in the conversation. Why? Because I assume not only I'm freaking higher than them, I'm smarter than them. If I go into the conversation, I'll blow them out of it become a competition for me. I'll blow them out of the water and stuff like that. When in fact, when you jump in the conversation, a word or two you may say will change the whole thing. Remember, you are a magnet. You are attracting people. The one that don't want to be around you will leave, but the one that will fascinate and want to learn, they will stay. Remember, you're not teaching them. They are teaching you. You know, that's one of the thing, man. That's one of those stuff. If it wasn't for her, I wouldn't find that parsley or cilantro, whatever you want to call it. And then now I realize that time fly and I change rapidly, Bridget. Like I'm sitting there, I'm like, holy mother. Yeah, this is like I've become this dude, and I started to not hate it. I started to despise the person that I was till I see that person. I was mean spirited in the manner that I know what this Negro's thinking. I know what that girl's thinking. I know what those people already think. I know I have to stop doing this, and I stop slowly but surely, not fully. I have stopped. My problem is this is going to sound really bad. My problem is I want something that already made, something that already good. I don't want to take I don't want to take a giant lump of clay and spend time and mold this clay into a beautiful statue, person, beautiful object, a beautiful vase. I want a vase that already been made. When in fact I have a mine, I have a mining a clay. I can mine and put and fold it, mold it, make my own. You might make a lump of clay that want to be molded, and you slowly you mold it, you make it, and then when you look at it, you say, "Wow, I made this." Instead of going and get a one that is already made and buy it, it's already pretty, and then you wave it and like, "Oh, look what I buy." There is look what I buy, or look what I've made, look what I've produced, look what my hard work have done. And it took me sometime I'm like, wow, I'm a horrible person, man. I could have worked with this person and teach this person, but I assume because I'm in this level that I have this. It's a very bad problem. I'm always looking people that are on my same level that I can just like toot my own horn with. When in fact that's not what that's a horrible habit, which in fact that's not what it is. There is a lesson to learn in all. Humble yourself, brethren. Remember, humbleness is glory. I say fast, pray, repeat, repeat. May the King reign forever.